Coach Pitino shows you a little bit of the game?
Like in clips of their plays, but it wasn't like the actual game itself.
You sound like a guy who wants to come back.
Yes, sir.
Has that decision been made? Or
I don't like ending on a loss. Mm-hmm. So that's been my motivation. Just don't like ending on a loss.
There's only one team that wins in March.
So looks like we got sucked. Just sit in my room for a few days and not really talk to anybody, but I'm not really focused on that at all.
When they ran that little pick play with Wagner and they were trying to force a guard to guard him, how difficult is that to defend, and what should have happened on those kind of plays?
It's hard to guard because sometimes they slip it, and when they slip it, they hit their big guys. Some teams slip it just to slip it, and all 5 guys were involved in some slipping action, and then I think that was what hurt us the most.
You're up 9, you're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, or something went awry, or just
lack of defense. Kept giving them scouting report, kept telling us to force them left, and we just didn't listen to the scouting report. We gave Wagner his right hand, gave Walton his right hand. Irvin loves the 2-dribble pull-up. He hit 2 of those. Who else? Even DJ Wilson, he was open sometimes. We didn't even hit him. And that's little things like that. The possibility of him possibly hitting a shot is what coach sees, and we got to start being able to see as players.
Does it seem like during Osmus and 2 Dogs and Quentin having maybe his worst shooting night ever, it seemed like that maybe just wasn't your all's day?
No, I don't think so at all. I think it just was a lack of focus. You have times where we just have bad days on offense. Honestly, even though he had a bad day, I think he played all right on defense. Came up and blocked shots, but we can't get complacent when we have a lead. Because if we don't look at it, we look at it as, okay, we're up, we're excited, we're happy. They're gonna fall and falter. They're not gonna come back. And then when we're down, we don't know how we don't look at it and say, this is how would we feel if we were down 7. They just went on a run. We would come out and play our butts off, run everywhere, and that's exactly what they did. So
is that going to be a point of emphasis for you guys in the offseason?
I think so.
Where leads were blown.
I think there's been plenty of games this year where leads were blown, and it's usually the opposite with Louisville. We don't have the lead and we come back and win, and it's tough when you lose the same way in big games many times. We lost in the championship in Bahamas. We lost to Duke in the first round, and you lose to this team who was really outstanding. But I think that we had the effort that was there. We just got to focus in, and they focused in.
Is that postseason focus, is that something that you guys can really pick up on?
I think now that we have now we have everybody who's been there, and it's not like we've been to the Elite Eight Final Four, but we prepared for those crunch time moments all the time in practice. Now that we've been through one of the bigger stages, we've been in it in other games, but now we have that experience in the bigger stage. It'll definitely be something we work on and look back and say, all right, this is what we got to do.
On one lighter note, Ding's dunk, how nasty was that?
Man, that was the best dunk of the year, in my opinion, easily.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
How did he get that high?
He does that all
anyway.
Nobody understands that he is explosive, and when he's feeling it, he's scary.
Yeah. So next year, you, Ding, and this team that you have coming back, should you return?
It's definitely going to be a scary sight, in my opinion. And then even the recruits, Darius, Lance, Jordan, and he's going to be mad at me. I'm forgetting one. He's going to be mad. Malik, oh my! He's gonna be mad at me for that. But yeah, with those guys coming in, you have bigs who not only rebound to help our other bigs, but they can shoot too. And if you add that on the perimeter, it's gonna be scary. So I'm excited.
Something you think about as your new decision?
Yeah, it's
potential of the team.
It's gonna be exciting next year having those guys alongside Dang, Q, and I who can shoot, and then when you have guys like Jalen battling on the boards, and you have guys like Malik and Lance out there shooting, and even the Jordan and Darius who are right there and making plays as well. So it's gonna be. And can't forget you got Ryan ready to knock down any shot possible. So.